According to historians Manetho and Herodotus, Mizraim was also known as Mens, the first king of the Egyptians who reigned for about 60 years. Babylonian texts use the term Mizraim for Egypt, as is seen inscribed on the Ishtar Gate of Babylon. Other examples of inscriptions include Ugaritic inscriptions that refer to Egypt as Mrm and the 14th century BC Amarna tablets that refers to it as Misri. These names are of Semitic origin. Some researchers think these names came from the grandson name of Noah, Mizraim, who was the first man to settle in Egypt after Noah's Ark story, when the waters flooded the earth and the only survivors were Noah and his family. This name was also generally given by the Hebrews to the land of Egypt, and may denote the two Egypts, the upper and the lower. The modern Arabic name for Egypt is the similar Mizr or Muzza. The Book of Deuteronomy forbids the children of Israel from abhorring a Misri, an Egyptian. Mizraim is the Hebrew word for Egypt. The name Egypt appears hundreds of times in the Old Testament, and with only one exception, it is always translated from the word Mizraim. In the book of Exodus, it is considered the house of bondage. Mizraim, and land of Ham, bondage place of Israelites noted for Nile River, rich soil and gigantic ruins. Ancient religion monotheistic, with sun as central object, and attributes of nature in form of trinities. Vast temples and numerous priests. Kings called pharaohs, who perpetuated their reigns in obelisks, temples, sculptures, sphinxes, pyramids, and so forth. In intimate commerce with Hebrews, 1 Kings 3 verse 1. Conquered Judea. Frequently mentioned in Scripture. According to Genesis 10, Mizraim, son of Ham, was the younger brother of Cush and elder brother of Phut, whose families together made up the Hamite branch of Noah's descendants. Mizraim's sons were Ludim, Anamim, Lahabim, Naphtuhim, Pathrusim, Casluhim, and Kaphturim. He was the ancestor of the Hamites in Lower Egypt and Africa, and of the Hamites of Canaan and several others. He appears on the biblical timeline around 2300 BC. Hebrews associated Mizraim with the land of Egypt, also known as the land of Hamites, as referred to in Psalm 105 verse 23. In the Old Testament, the twofold form of matzah could signify the two Egypts, Upper Egypt and Lower Egypt. The Book of Deuteronomy forbids the children of Israel from abhorring a Misri, an Egyptian, because you were a stranger in his land. The Old Kingdom, from its commencement to the invasion of Egypt by those called Hyksos or shepherd kings. This would embrace the first 11 dynasties. In some of these the kings reigned at Memphis, and in others at Thebes, so that it cannot now be ascertained whether some of the dynasties were contemporaneous or not. To the first 4 dynasties are attributed the building of the Great Pyramid and the second and third pyramids, and also the Great Sphinx. According to medieval Islamic historians, such as Sibt ibn al-Jawzi, the Egyptian Ibn Abd al-Hakam, and the Persians al-Tabari and Muhammad Quandamir, the pyramids, etc. had been built by the wicked races before the deluge, but that Noah's descendant Mizraim, Mazar or Meza, was later entrusted with reoccupying the region. The Islamic accounts also make Mazar the son of Abansar or Besar and grandson of Ham, rather than a direct son of Ham, and add that he lived to the age of 70. A tomb in Garibwal, Pakistan, has been claimed by local residents to be the site of Ham's burial since 1891, when Hafiz Shamuddin of Guliana, Gujarat, claimed Ham had revealed this to him in a dream. A plaque on the tomb, since erected over the 78-foot-long, 24 m, gravesite states that Ham, locally revered as a prophet, was buried there after having lived 536 years. If you like my videos, please like and subscribe to my channel.